Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are having a good weekend. It's Saturday night. I hope you are surviving quarantine and finding things to do. I thought it would be fun to get on here and do a little get ready with me chit chat quarantine edition. It will be a two-part video. So the first video that you're going to see will consist of the skin prep and the base, foundation, that type of thing. And then the second video will be the eyes and the lips, and we'll finish everything out. So I hope that you will stick around and catch that second part. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, now that we got that introduction out of the way, we can start with the makeup. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope there's somebody tuning in. So I was just gonna do a little get ready with me kind of chit chat, see how y'all are doing in the quarantine. As I said in the intro, this is my very first video, so I'm a little nervous. Y'all please be kind. I don't see how people do this every day. I guess it gets easier as you go, but I don't know, I thought it would be fun just to chat and get ready. And if you like the look that I did, then I'll show you everything that I used, and I will, if you want me to, let me know in the comments below. I can always link it in the description box, but I will tell you what I use, just in case you're wondering. I know when I watch videos, I always wonder what people are using, so I will tell you. Alright, so if you see me look over here, here, or here, it's because I have a mirror here in front of me. I have to be able to see what I'm doing, so but I will try my very best to pay attention to you guys in front of me. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to use is this Origins Ginseng. Let me see if that'll focus for y'all. Yeah, it says that it's a refreshing eye cream to brighten and depuff. It ain't working for me. It's not the product's fault though. There's just no hope for this. I'm convinced there's no hope for this, but I use it anyway because it makes me feel better. I mean, it does work. It does brighten. It has like a pink tone to it. It's got like a kind of a pinky, shimmery sort of tone, which I like. I mean, I think that always helps, but I think using an eye cream in general is just beneficial. But as far as like helping with the dark circles and depuffing, I think I'm just a lost cause anyway. You'll see as we get into the makeup video that it really doesn't help. Nothing helps. So it's not the product's fault. Alright, so for moisturizer, I like to use something lightweight, especially in the summer. I don't like anything I can feel on my skin. I don't like really super rich, thick hydration. I like something pretty lightweight. And I use different things. It really just depends on what I'm going for. I think today, the foundation that I'm going to use, it is a demi-matte. And so I do want a little bit of a glow behind that foundation because it's summer. So I'm going to use the MAC Strobe Cream. This is, don't pay attention to this janky sticker. It's well loved. But this is in the color Gold Light. And I remember back in the day, MAC only had the original. You guys remember that? And I really liked it. I liked the concept of it, but I don't know. I don't like pink on my face. For whatever reason, I don't like pink on my face. I don't think it's flattering. Which is why I always like to be tan, because naturally my undertones are pink. I try to tell myself that they're neutral just to make me feel a little bit better, but I really know the truth. They're not. They're pink. And when I don't have on fake tan, I'm the color of a piece of paper. And so you can really see if I use anything with a yellow tone, it's very obvious that it's not right. So anyway, that's why I like to use fake tan and keep pink things off of my face. Unless I'm using it to brighten, then that's the exception. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to use a primer. I do not like silicone based primers. I feel like it doesn't matter what kind of foundation I use. it always makes it just melt off of my face. And I do talk with my hands a lot, and don't mind my janky. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, I don't guess. So if you self-tan, you know the hands are always the hardest part to get right. So, all right, this that I'm using is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. It's the purple one. The purple one. I actually like this, but I will tell you, about a pump and a half is all you need. I will tell you though, it does brighten the skin and kind of help with any dullness, but truthfully, I feel like when you put foundation over it, it kind of defeats the purpose. Does that make sense? And I apologize, I look kind of red in this. I think it's the lighting in here, because by my watch here, what I'm doing, I really don't look that red, at least not in this mirror, but I don't know. How bizarre is that? You don't know what to trust. I don't know if I should trust the camera or if I should trust the mirror. Oh, that's scary. Makes it difficult when you go out in public. Can y'all tell a difference? Tell me the truth. I can't. But I do like this as a primer. So it's pretty nice, but that's what I'm using now. A little trick. I use this every morning, and I don't know if it's bad for you or not, but I do it anyway because I think there's no more of a dead giveaway that you're tired than red eyes. So I always use Clear Eyes. It gets the red out. Or is that Visine? Which one gets the red out? Is it Clear Eyes or is it Visine? What gets the red out? I can't remember. It doesn't really matter. I think I need a towel. Get some of that. Okay. I probably should have done that first, right? Oh well, maybe it'll make for some entertainment. Oh my gosh, it's all over my face. But yes, I use that every morning because it makes the biggest difference. I feel like my eyes are awake when I use that. All right. Now we're going to work on these dark circles, and I'm telling y'all there is absolutely zero hope, but I try. So there's two different things that I use. Where is it? So I use this MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose. Again, this is like a pink tone. Can y'all see that? Don't pay attention to how dirty it is. But I do use that, and I use the Bobbi Brown corrector. This one's in Bisque. So I use this too. I mean, like I said, I apologize. I am going to have to look away to put this on, but I'll try to figure out something better in future videos for doing this. But right now, we're just going to have to do it this way. It's just going to have to be okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Yep. I want to make sure there isn't anything else that I wanted to do. I have issues with pores like here and on my nose. The one that I really like the most is the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. I was hoping to talk to y'all about other things, but I feel like I'm just going to spend so much time talking about what I'm using. Maybe I can do two things at once. What do y'all think? If I leave something out, y'all just put it in the comments below if you want to know what it is, if I forget something, because that's likely to happen. So I think that's going to be it for priming the face. I think we're pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and move into foundation. So we can talk about something else after I do my foundation. I think that'll be good. Let me wet this beauty blender a little bit more. I did wet this, but I did it a few minutes ago. I mean, it's been several minutes since I did this, so. Ooh. It's been a while since I wet it. So with this particular foundation that I'm going to use, I do prefer to use a beauty blender. I used to use, this was my ride or die foundation brush. It's just the Real Techniques. I think the name of it's come off, but I think this is the buffing brush. It's either the Expert Face brush or the buffing brush, but I'm pretty sure this is the buffing brush. And this is what I always used for foundation. But this particular foundation, it works better with a beauty blender. I feel like if you use a brush, it just kind of looks a little bit cakey. Okay. All right, the foundation that I'm using, and I absolutely love this. I've been using this for several months now. I had used this a long time ago, and then I got away from it. But I recently came back to it, and I've just really been liking it a lot. It's only like $10.50 at Target. It is the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible, and I'm using the shade 108 Caramel Beige. How do y'all say caramel? Do you say caramel or caramel? It doesn't really matter. But I'm always interested in how people say things. So that's what we're using today. I also have it in the shade 105, which is natural beige, and I like that too when I am not tan. Y'all, I missed a step. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna set this to the side. I did leave something out that I always do, and I don't know why, because this is generally the most important. So I had mentioned to y'all that I do self-tanner, and if you guys do self-tanner, you will know that generally the first places that start to fade are your face, your neck, and your chest. Your arms, your legs, everything else generally stays pretty well. So I like to put something on just to even everything out. Some people will take foundation and like bring it down their neck. I don't like that because I feel like you can tell that it's foundation. So I prefer like a powder. What I used to use was the Chanel Bronze Universal, but they, of course, discontinued it. It's a sad day. Sad day. But I have recently started using MAC Give Me Sun. This has that same red, it has that same red tint to it that that I feel that the Chanel one had. It has that same tint to it. So when you're bronzing up the skin, and I just kind of go in here, like just what you see, I just want to add a little bit to my chest. I'm not having to put a whole lot of this on. Do you know what I mean? But it just kind of evens things out. And then I go over my neck too. Just a little, make sure you get the back. But I just feel like it helps to even everything out. If it's been a couple days since you did any kind of fake tanner, I just think that it just helps. You know, every little bit helps. But you do, I feel like, and this is just my opinion, there might be people that disagree, and that's fine. But I feel like if you are wanting to bronze up the skin, like truly bronze, not contour, but bronze, that you definitely want something with a red undertone in it. Not brown or ashy gray. And I'm just doing a little bit. And I just go like right up to the jawline. And that's about, and oh, and then get to the back of your neck if you need to. But that just kind of ensures that like all of this is the same color, because I know my foundation will match and it will be fine. At least it does in person. I don't know what's going to happen on camera because I've not done this before. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I'm going to do a little concealer. I'm using the NARS Medium 2 Ginger. This is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I've tried the creamy, what is it, the Creamy Radiant something or another concealer. I don't know. I just like these cream-based products. So I'm just going to do a little bit of this right up under here. And like I said, I think I'm a lost cause. I don't think there's any hope. But, I mean, you don't know till you try. But I'm not going to give up. I probably need something like Dermablend, some serious concealer that'll cover up a tattoo to help with this, because boy oh boy. And then I just kind of go around the nose a little bit, and then maybe a little bit right there. One thing that I don't like, and this is just me, y'all do what you want. I mean, I think it's totally acceptable, whatever you like. I just go with a beauty blender and just pat that in. I do not like taking a super white concealer and going like halfway down my face. I think it looks good on other people, but it just does not look good on me. But who knows, maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need white to take care of this. Okay, now we can get to the foundation. All is well in the world. We need hydration for that because I'm going to be blending for a minute. So let's pull this back. Okay, out of the way. Just using the black beauty blender. It doesn't matter what color. I personally like the black because it doesn't stain as bad. So for this, I'm actually going to have to look over here. So, let's see. All right, and I just start up here on my forehead and just kind of work. And I'm just literally blending that in. So what have y'all been doing in this quarantine? I'm an essential personnel, so I've been working. What have y'all been doing? Everybody talks about Netflix and Hulu, and apparently people are watching TikTok and finding ways to entertain themselves. There's several shows that I've been watching because even though I still go to work, I mean, I can't go anywhere else, you know. I mean, you can still go into Target and Walmart, but there's nothing to do. I mean, how many times do you need to go to Target or Walmart? I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I've been watching a lot of Netflix. I've been watching Hulu. I've been watching Apple TV. Kind of running out of things to watch. What kind of stuff have y'all been watching? Let me know if there's something good on that maybe I've missed. I just finished watching Riverdale. I liked that. I thought it was pretty good. Some parts of it were a little cheesy. If y'all watched it, let me know. Don't lie. Some parts of it were a little cheesy, but overall, the storyline did keep my attention. They actually, they were in the middle, I think, of season 4 when the coronavirus, when all that started, and they had to stop filming, of course. So, don't know when that'll be back on. But I liked it. That was good. Also watched the 2nd season of Dead to Me. That's on Netflix, and I really like that. I have a love-hate relationship with Netflix originals. Here's why. It's always nice to be able to watch the show and not have to wait to see the next episode. You know, when you're watching something weekly and it's actually on a regularly scheduled program. But then when it's over, you have to wait a year. I mean, you know, let's be honest, you binge watch this in a few days, and then you have to wait a whole year to find out what happens. So I have a love-hate relationship with that. But Dead to Me is a very good show. I love the characters. It's pretty interesting. Let me know if y'all do this. I always go back when the new season comes out. I always go back and watch the last episode, so I know what happened. See what I mean? Like, no hope for the under eyes. I can go back in and do a little bit more concealer, but I really don't want to. And I don't bake. I don't bake under my eyes. I know some people do, but for me, it just makes me look really dry under there. So, but each to his own, each to his own.